Bitch, you know your fat ass wants some snacks. Stop it. And then she eventually ate some of them snacks later on. Like, I caught that. What's up, everyone? It's your girl. I am Kaya, and I'm back with another recap. Today, I'm talking to you guys about Baddies Midwest episode 14, I want to say. Y'all, I lose track with these episodes. I'm so sorry, y'all, but I'm going to tag it to let you guys know what the episode, I think it's episode 14. So they got me, y'all. I thought the episode was about to be fantastic, especially when they gave us this preview for last week, because the last week's episode was a fucking snoozer. Like I said, last week's episode was the most boring episode of Baddies in the history. And that's talking about the Baddies ATL episodes. But this episode, it had its moments, but it wasn't as epic as I thought it was going to be. Was it bad? Not really. Was it great? Hell no. But it had its moments. Of course, they fucking clickbaited us with that Nunu fight, because I could have swore they showed us more parts of that fight in the preview for last week, and I don't know what the fuck the point was, but they ended it off right when the shit got good, and I'm fucking mad about that. But yeah, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on that, and I'm just gonna start by saying everybody gonna get red this episode. Everybody's getting red. Nobody looked good this episode. Everybody pissed me off, and the only person that's gonna get my praises is Nunu, and she wasn't even on the screen for that long. But yeah, everyone's getting red down, so buckle your seatbelts. But I'm about to give you guys my fucking thoughts right now. Oh, and just to let you guys, if I keep tugging on my thing, it's because it's that time of the month for me, and I got this big ass fucking pimple, and my camera makes it look huge. So yeah, y'all ain't finna read me for that. But yeah, I just had to throw it out the way. But yeah, so the episode starts off with, I don't understand what Zeus's point was. I did not like this not one bit. They gave us 3 fucking scenes of 3 conversations, and they kept jumping from scene to scene to scene to scene to scene, and I was lost. I don't know why. I don't know if they were trying to try something new, but it ain't working. Y'all can kill that. So I'm not even gonna like break down the jumping. I'm just gonna talk about what happened in each scene and move the fuck along. So the first thing we see is Scotty. She comes out. She's talking to the majority of the new girls. She asks Summer, does she still feel a way about Scotty giving Jasmine a Baddies chain? And then Summer admits that she did the most, which you fucking did. She said, I do apologize about that. I was drunk. I shouldn't have attacked you. And then Jasmine says, I'm going to accept your apology if it's genuine, but you always be apologizing, and then you go right back doing some weird ass shit, which she's not wrong. Jasmine's already exposed Summer for that. And Summer, you are a weird ass bitch, and we're going to get to that later. But yeah, so I'm guessing right now this is where they squash it. I don't know if Summer and Jasmine's fight again later on this season. We know they still don't like each other because they going back and forth on social media. I don't know if something else happens later on in the season. I don't know, we just got to see. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be Summer being a weird ass bitch. And then later on, again, like I told y'all, they kept jumping, but I'm not going to jump. I'm just going to say what happened again in this scene and then move on to the next one. So then in the same scene with the same girls, Diamond comes in. She joins in. And then they ask Diamond, because they're about to go to Milwaukee. They're only going to Milwaukee for one night, which I don't understand why, because every other city they go to, they stay there for a couple of days. So they just went to Milwaukee for one night. And then this is PP's sister, as y'all remember it wasn't the last episode, it was the episode before last. They were coming out of a club when they were still in Chicago, and PP's sister is the one that kicked Diamond when they was coming out of the club. So they asked Diamond again. We know PP is from Milwaukee. What if her sister shows up, and what if she kicks you again? Is everything gonna be cool? And Diamond says, she's upset about it. She doesn't want to get kicked. She says, bitches is just doing that for clout, just to get on the show. I would do the same thing because I'm a clout chaser too. I like that Diamond admits it, but that's the one thing about Diamond I really don't like, that she does clout chaser shit, and it come off very clown, and that's what kind of like making me mad with Diamond. But I still love Diamond to death, but that's the thing that gets me annoyed with her, that she does a lot of clout chasing shit. So I mean, Diamond, like, if she's doing it for clout, man, you can't get mad at her because you said that's something you would do. But I understand her being mad because I don't want to get kicked neither. And then PP says, that's my little sister and all this kind of stuff. But she said, yeah, she's not going to come tonight and do all this kind of stuff. And then, nope, nothing else happened. We're moving on to the next one. So we get this set up ass, contrived ass scene with Biggie and Jaden. It was just obvious that the producers or Dr. Lemon Pepper told them that they had to come and do this scene. Neither one of them want to do that scene. I could tell all over their face because they get good actresses. So Jaden and Biggie, they talking about their issues. Now, mind you, they had that fight between Jaden and Biggie happened, like 4 or 5 episodes ago, and they're just talking now. That just shows you they just needed something to do. I don't know. But they're talking about when Jaden, when Biggie went off on Jaden because Jaden had her glam squad there and some of her friends was there at the house and Biggie was going off. That was the episode that Biggie thought she was some hot shot shit, saying that Jaden needs permission to bring people over to the house. With Biggie, this is not your house. This is not your shit. You're a cast member. You're not Natalie. So I don't know who the fuck you think you is. So honestly, y'all, I kind of zoned out because I don't give a fuck about Jaden and Biggie's beef. I don't dislike Jaden, y'all. I actually do kind of like her, but she's just there too, and I really do not like Biggie. So I really don't know, like, of course I feel like I'm gonna root for Jaden more when it comes to those two beef, but I just really don't fucking care about it because I don't know. They're just two people that just don't mesh well together. But nothing fucking got resolved. They leave off. Biggie's reading Jaden calling her Stewie and all this other shit. And then Jaden, I don't know why you didn't come back and call her fat bitch, but you know, you let Biggie read you. I don't know if Jaden's really good with words, but honey, I don't know. You letting Biggie eat you the fuck up, that's really sad. So Jaden walks away and then, yeah, nothing got resolved. On to the next. Then we get to the scene where it's Natalie, Tinka, Tasiki, and Anna. Yeah. And then they're talking about like how everything is going on in the house, you know, like they always do. Like, we don't need to hear that. And then they start talking about the prank, and then apparently that's when Ivory shows up, right when they're talking about it. And then Ivory, she does look good. She does look good. I don't like the bitch, but I will give her props when she looks amazing. I do like her makeup. She looks very pretty this time. And yeah, so Ivory says, yeah, yo, you know, that prank was, you know, fucked up. Like, y'all don't stand on shit. I do appreciate, I'm gonna give Ivory her praise again, even though I don't like her. She is calling out the OGs, and then they just sitting there just taking it. And that just really shows that majority of y'all, I don't think Tasiki is, but majority of y'all are scared of Ivory. I think Tasiki really does like Ivory. That's probably why she doesn't like go back at her. But Tasiki knows that none of these girls are gonna step up to her. But the other ones, they are scared of Ivory, especially Anna and Natalie. And then Anna says, you know, yeah, but you know, it was a prank. It was a prank. And let me tell y'all, I'm sick. I'm tired of hearing about this whole room switch situation. I'm tired of hearing about it. We've been talking about it for like damn near 5 episodes now. Let it go. Y'all did what y'all did. They fought. Y'all told them it was a prank. And if y'all just can't get over it, then just fucking get over it. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. I'm tired of y'all talking about this fucking room situation. That's for Ivory and Lex. I'm tired of both of y'all talking about it. I'm tired of the OGs bringing it up. I'm tired. All right. So yeah, Ivory is talking to OG. She's calling him out about the room situation, saying y'all did this prank, and now me and her is constantly fighting, and y'all just laughing, which I feel her on that too. And then magically, Lex shows up, and she wants to fight. Now Lex says that she wants to fight Ivory because Ivory had just threw a drink on her, and I'm thinking that Ivory did this before they did this scene. So I was like, okay, well, Ivory, you need to do that. They talking about when Ivory threw that drink on her in like 2 episodes ago. Now Lex. I do like Lex, y'all. I don't hate her. It's something about Lex that I just like. I just like her, and I can't hate her for some reason. I will call you out when you do some weird shit. Now, Lex, why did you choose this time to want to fight Ivory? Like, she threw that drink on you, what, a night or 2 ago? Why are you just doing something now? Like, last episode, nothing happened. Like, why didn't you fight her last episode? That was a whole nother day. Come on now. I don't get it. But yeah, Lex wants to fight Ivory. Ivory says she's not fighting. Now, Ivory, this is why I gotta call you out. You literally said, and they showed the flashback, you said that you're gonna fight her every single day because of that room situation. Why didn't you fight her? Like, I know eventually you did, but it seemed like you were backing away and you didn't want to fight her. Like, did Lex really humble you that bad that, bitch, now you don't want to fight? That's crazy to me, Ivory. It looks like Lex really humbled you because we ain't never see Ivory run from no fight. She eventually takes off her wig. I don't know what the fuck happened. They don't fight. Anna jumps in and she says that she doesn't want them to fight. Anna gets in her confessional saying that Natalie is not taking accountability, all this kind of shit. Well, it's like, Anna, if you stop fucking opening your mouth, inserting yourself in there, maybe Natalie could. Now, Natalie has already stated multiple goddamn times that she is the one that moved the names. And Ivory, for whatever reason, don't want to believe Natalie did it, even though she does now. She sees that Natalie actually did when she's watching the show back. But in the time of filming this, Natalie told Ivory she did it. And Ivory, for some reason, don't want to believe her. Now Lex finds out that Natalie did it, and now she doesn't want to fight Natalie. So it's like, I don't know how much accountability Natalie can take when she's fucking admitted it and everyone else is saying Natalie did it. So I don't know what more else to do. It's just these bitches just don't like each other. Lex and Ivory don't like each other. It's just the room situation just built it up even more because they already had beef. So I don't know what else to do. What else to say. But yeah. Ivory then walks away, which I know people are gonna be like, you know, Lex, you're doing the most, or trying to constantly fight her. But this is what I'm gonna say. I don't feel bad that Lex is doing it to Ivory, because this is what Ivory does on Now That's TV. Lex is just pulling an Ivory on Ivory, and it ain't good, is it, Ivory? It's not fun when the rabbit got the hat, bitch, huh? It's not fun with the shoes on the other foot, bitch. Ha, bitch. She just pulling Ivory on Ivory. You know what? And I can't hate it. Ivory, you said you want to fight every day. It's every day, bitch. Fight her. And you gonna talk about somebody fight you in already? Man, oh fuck that. I ain't fighting. You ain't gonna fight me when you're ready. I said fight me right now. But she walks away, and yeah. They tell Lex that Natalie's the one that switched rooms. Lex then, because Lex said whoever switched the rooms, whichever OG switched rooms, we gotta fight. They said Natalie did it. Lex then smiles and said, well, Natalie, somebody else gotta take the fade for you. Nah, bitch. You need to fight Natalie. Oh, you can't because you'll get fired. Yeah, so stop it. Now that you found out Natalie did it, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about this room situation any fucking more. I swear, if they bring up this room situation in future episodes, I'm gonna lose it, bitch. Find something else to fight about, please. Or stop Lex and Ivory, just squash it. Okay? Because I'm tired. Yeah, so, shit. What happened after that? These bitches. I finally realized what happened next, y'all. This next portion of the show pissed me off, and I'm about to get the reading on these bitches. So we get Rolly, her fat ass is sitting on the couch talking to handsome Squidward number 1 and 2, Jayla and Akbar. She's talking about Slim, saying how Slim is gonna be her assistant. Akbar saying like, why is she agreeing to be your assistant when you literally did all this stuff to her and beat her ass? Which, duh, thank you, Akbar, for fucking saying. At least somebody fucking said it. And then what did Rolly say? Rolly had said something saying, oh, because she's desperate and she needs money and all that kind of stuff. I mean, like, and Rolly, you know, Rolly and Slim were best friends for I don't know how many years. So I'm pretty sure she knows Slim's struggles. So she knows that Slim is going to do whatever, so she makes sure she has money in her pockets. When I said this in the video when Slim first came onto the show, onto the season. And I said, if Zeus is giving her so much money, like, let's just say they give her like $50,000 or $100,000. My pride, y'all, I don't know, y'all. But like somebody like Slim, and she's having financial problems, then that's a lot for her. So I know she's gonna do whatever she wants to do. But like, girl, what point are you not embarrassed? But yeah, like, and then I think they talk about some of the shit. I don't fucking know. Slim shows up. I ain't gonna lie, Slim did look cute. The makeup, I still don't know. But I really love this red wig that she had on. I don't know what wig she be having on in those confessionals. That wig is terrible. The lace is terrible. Slim, no. But her outfit was very cute. I didn't like them boots. The outfit was cute. Her hair was cute. The makeup was The shoes was all right. She shows up with a bag of snacks. And Rolly doesn't like that. She said, oh, I didn't ask for snacks. Bitch, you know your fat ass wants some snacks. Stop it. And then she eventually ate some of them snacks later on. Like, I caught that. But yeah, so then she's talking to Slim. And then she said, well, I asked for water. I don't even eat chips. Then asked Jayla, saying, Jayla, do I still eat chips? And Jayla gonna talk about some, no, you don't. Like, Jayla, please stop lying for this bitch. You know that fat bitch eats chips. She eats chips, donuts, Twinkies, ice cream, pizza. She eats every fucking thing, bitch. She's still the fat Rolly we know. She just got the fat sucked out. And looking at her on recently, she looked like she's gaining that weight back. So obviously you eating something that's not good for you, bitch. You can't tell me that you're not. But yeah. So yeah, Slim says, you know, I'm sorry. You know, I thought this is what you would like. All that kind of shit. So they're going back and forth. Akbar, Jayla, Rolly, and Slim, they're doing something. All of a sudden we see Summer, Dolly, Emma, and who's the third person? Jazz, that's who it was. Emma, Dolly, Summer, and Jazz. So they are upstairs. They're looking over in the living room. And they see that Slim is there. And they don't like that. So then they ask, is Slim going to be staying in the house? And Rolly says, yes, Slim is going to be staying here with y'all. And they didn't like that. So they walk their asses downstairs, and this Lord Farquaad head having ass bitch Emma gets her ass in the confessional talking about some Slim can't stay here. You can't stay here. Excuse me, bitch. Emma, this is the first time you've actually like said more than one fucking thing. The last time you said something is when they decided they weren't going to send you home. And you said, I'm grateful that they're not sending me home. And we ain't heard a peep from you since, bitch. I think that was like 2-3 episodes ago. You got some fucking nerve. Same thing with Jasmine. Like, Emma and Jasmine, y'all were literally on the chopping block to go get sent home. And then y'all sitting here talking about making it seem like nobody trying to say Slim can't stay in the house. I'll be damned. So yeah, they come downstairs, they're talking to Slim, and the person who has the most to say is this bitch, Summer. Now, Summer, bitch, I don't like you. And this episode really stamped it for me. See, this is why I need to start like sticking to what I initially think about a bitch. Because coming into the season, I said, Summer's funny, she's annoying, and I can see why some people don't like her. But then, and that's how I felt at the beginning too, I said, Summer, I don't know if I like you, bitch, you annoying and you talk too much. Then the season went on, and I started noticing how funny she was. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to come around on Summer. And now it's coming back down. Because I was trying to get on board with the masses of people. Because I said, maybe I need to give her a chance. I should have stuck to what I initially thought. I don't like Summer. This episode, Summer, you did the fucking most. You were a bully. You were a mean girl. You were a pick-me-ass bitch. You was a camera time asshole. Summer always gave me that. But this is when she was doing it with Jasmine. Now you picking on Slim, who you don't even fucking know. You don't know Slim and she don't know you. Like, what's your problem with her? Like, what was the point of you picking a fight with her? Slim is going to Summer is going to tell Slim that Slim can't stay in the house. She needs to go. You need to go or we're going to put you out. Summer, why? And y'all sat there, and then like Summer and the rest of the new girls that was with her was there condoning it. Like, no one put a stop to it. They all sat there and watched Summer pick on Slim like that. That was disgusting. So then Slim gets up. She goes over to her. I think this is when she starts crying, saying, I want to get to know all y'all. Like, Slim, why do you want to get to know bitches who are treating you like shit? Like, Slim, have some fucking respect for yourself. It's sad watching this. Like, this made me like, I want to root for Slim, but when she goes and does and says shit like this, you like happily being Rolly's assistant. You sitting here saying, yeah, I'll be assistant to everyone else and I'll do better. Like, huh? And did I mention that? No, I didn't mention that, y'all. Sorry. Who? Summer had said something like, you got to be assistant for all of us. You got to be our maid. And then Slim said, first she said no. Then I think she was going to probably think about doing it. It's like, come the fuck on, Slim. So yeah, so Slim gets up. First of all, bitch, she looked like she was taking off her shoes, but then gets up like, why would you fight in heels on? It seems like her heels was holding her back. So Slim gets up, goes towards Summer. They start fighting. Summer did get Slim, but let's just be honest. I went back and rewatched it. The fight was terrible because Summer cannot fight. And Slim, I don't know what happened to your hands. What is going on with you and Jayla? Like, you guys fought better on Baddies South. Like, girl, you went up against Krishan. So if you can hold your own against Krishan, why don't you hold your own against these other bitches, especially somebody like Summer who cannot fight? So yeah, Summer and Slim, they fight. They get broken up. The fight was, they both were swinging really slow, and then they get pulled apart. So they're arguing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Summer throws something at Slim, and Slim tries to pick up a chair, but security caught it. And I really wish that chair would have fucking got on Summer. Summer, I wish that chair would have fucking got you, bitch, because I don't fucking like you. And then, did they go for another round? Oh yeah, I think they go for like another round. Again, Summer is swinging so slow. Slim runs up with her head down. It was so cringe to watch. I hate watching two bitches that can't fight each other. It was just so fucking pathetic. And I think this is the first fight that Summer won. Is it? She be kind of getting Jazz, because Jazz can't fight neither, but Jazz got her that last round. She did beat up the girl that left early. I forgot her name. I ain't trying to be funny. I really did forget her name. So yeah, but Summer can't fight. I don't like Summer. I don't. Shit, what happened there? Okay, so yeah, they split up. Rolly says, okay, you can go back to your hotel. You guys are about to go out, because Rolly says that Slim can't go out. She said, I didn't bring you here to have fun. You're going to be here to be my assistant, this and that, like Rolly. Why do you need an assistant to do all this kind of stuff? Like, your fat ass can't get up and do all this? Like, she just doing all this just to embarrass Slim. And Slim, you just taking the bait and it's making you look really, really bad. Again, I want to root for you, Slim, but I can't root for you when you do shit like this. But yeah, they go out to the club and the hell, anything else happen? Nope. That's not. We gonna go on to the next scene, y'all. So it's them. They're actually going to Milwaukee. Now, this is what confused me. They were still in Chicago. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck Natalie and a couple of her OGs got to the club first. Then we go to a Sprinter van of Biggie, Anna, Tasiki, and somebody else. I can't remember who it was. They're on their way to the club. Then we get to the Baddies bus, and it's all the new girls. Why didn't y'all just travel there together? Like, the fact that y'all are coming there in groups, that's very unprofessional. And I don't fucking know. But the only thing I took from this is they're on the Baddies bus. Ivory says, yeah, guys, we're in Milwaukee and people want my fucking head talking about Melanie. If y'all don't know who Melanie is this girl that Ivory got beef with from Now That's TV because Ivory threw piss on her while she was sleeping. So, so Ivory says, yeah, they want my head, so you guys need to have my back. So basically saying, like, if I get jumped or something, y'all gotta be there to protect me. Ivory, they didn't protect you. And you asking the wrong bitches. You asking the new girls when you've been shitting on them. So I don't know. Maybe they did help her. From what I saw, it didn't like none of the new girls helped Ivory. They all got on the bus and Ivory was getting jumped. Just saying. So yeah. They end up going to the club. I don't break down these club scenes because nothing happens. They perform. Jaden performs the same shit. I don't fucking know. There's some fighting going on right there. And then they leave, and right when they're leaving, Jaden gets attacked, and then Ivory gets attacked by a group of people. She gets on the bus, and her wig is gone because the last person that got her snatched her wig off. And you deserve it. Listen, y'all, I don't condone jumping, but baby, Ivory threw piss on this girl. So if you throw some pee on me, bitch, we fight every single time I see you. So I don't blame Mel for wanting to go there and try to get you back from throwing that pee on her because they fought after that, but Melanie didn't get her as she did get Ivory. She did whoop Ivory's ass, but she needed to whoop it just a little bit more. Mel didn't get her, but I don't blame you, Mel. Get that bitch multiple times for doing that shit because that's some trifling ass hoe ass shit, okay? Yeah, so is that everything from the club scene? Yep, that's everything from the club scene. We move on to the next day. We get a little scene between who is it? It was Natalie, Scotty, Jayla, and Rolly. Yeah. So yeah, they're breaking down. So Rolly's telling her about what happened with Slim, and when she showed up, she said, "Oh, she's not being a good assistant. This, and this." Again, like Rolly, like I don't get it. Shut the fuck up, Rolly. Then what happened? Oh yeah, Rally. Shit, Natalie tells them that they're going out to a rage room, and Scotty did that. So she calls Tasiki and she calls Ivory and tells them to tell the girls that we're about to get together for this event. Cool, right? So we jump to a lunch scene between Biggie, Anna, Tasiki, and Jaden. Anna put it together. Like, Anna, did you put it together or did Zeus put it together? But anyways, so yeah, they all sit down. Anna wants Biggie and Jaden to talk out their issues. Like, we didn't just see them try to talk, no resolution. And just like this one, no resolution. Just stop trying to get these bitches to talk and be like, not everybody can be friends. And not everybody can be friends with somebody like Biggie. Because Biggie is so fucking annoying and she's childish. But yeah, so Anna wants Biggie and Jaden to like talk because she likes both of them and she doesn't like that they're beefing. So they're having this talk, and then Biggie, her crybaby ass, is upset because Anna went shopping with Jaden the other day and didn't invite her out too. Biggie, why does Anna have to bring you out? Like, why can't Anna do stuff on her own? Why does Anna have to bring your big ass everywhere she goes? She doesn't have to bring you there. And then like the way she did, and then Tasiki said like, Tasiki don't talk like that. And she just be in the background too. But this whole entire scene, Tasiki was uttering and saying the same shit that I was saying. She said, see, I told you she was going to be jealous. She said Tasiki said that Biggie need to grow up. And she right, she definitely do need to grow up. Biggie, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then Biggie had said something like, that Tasiki is there because she can be the mediator between her and Anna because Biggie and Anna argue so much. This is my thing. Why does Tasiki need to be a mediator between two grown ass women? You and Anna are both grown-ass women. Why can't y'all talk over your issues? Why do y'all need somebody like Tasiki to mediate for y'all? Like, she's not y'all's mamas. She's not your mom. I know y'all call each other sisters and all this kind of shit, but the thing is, y'all are not related. Y'all are people who are met on a TV show, and y'all keep doing these baddie shows, and y'all always together. But she is not your mom's. She's not your sister. She's not nothing. Like, does not need to be mediated between two y'all. Like, cause both of y'all some childish ass people. So then they start talking about Jaden and Biggie's fight about when she threw flowers at Biggie. Biggie said, yeah, she hit me with some ugly ass flowers. Then Jaden said, well, Anna's the one that bought them for me. And then Biggie turns to Anna and said, oh, so you brought her flowers that hit me with. And then Anna gets in her confessional. I don't know if she said this to Jaden. It's like, Anna, you be a little bold in the confessionals too, bitch. Talking about some Jaden, I gave you those flowers for your birthday not to throw it at my friend, so don't throw it in her face. It's like, I don't think she's throwing it in her face. I mean, she just said, well, Anna's the one that brought me the flowers. So I don't know. I don't know. And this whole scene, Anna, you were just looking like you were just being very flip-floppy, because it's like Anna wants to be, she likes both Jaden and Biggie. Of course, her friendship is stronger and closer with Biggie because they've done now 3 seasons now, and she's just now meeting Jaden. So, but it's like, Anna, you can be cool with Biggie and Jaden and don't have to feel like you need to get into the middle. Like, I have friends like that too who don't like each other. I hang out with one, I hang out with other, and I just don't talk about them with each other. So you just stop trying to get everyone to like each other, Anna. You can be friends with Jaden and be friends with Biggie. And if Biggie doesn't like that, she need to get the fuck over it, like Tasiki said. Like, Biggie, stop being so fucking childish. Like, and the thing is, Biggie, you're older than Anna. Like, why are you so, like, hell-bent and, like, emotional about what Anna does? Like, Biggie's, what, 27 years old? And Anna's 22, 23. Biggie, come the fuck on. But yeah, Jaden and Biggie said they don't like each other and all this kind of shit. Jaden says Biggie is a hater, and she is. And then, again, nothing got resolved. Again, waste of fucking time. We really didn't need the scene. The only thing we got from the scene is that Biggie's a big-ass crybaby. Anyways, so we go to the last scene of the episode. They're at the rage room, so Natalie, Scotty, Jayla, and Rolly get there first, and then they're talking about what's going on the sprinters and the baddies. Well, they said that someone broke a TV and there's pee on the sprinter. I'm like, ew. And then Jayla said, oh yeah, they're saying it was Summer. And then Natalie says that the invoice for they said they broke a $30,000 TV. What TV costs $30,000, and what $30,000 TV are you guys putting in these sprinters? If this TV is $30,000, it better be fucking magical, bitch. It better be the TV that Fat Albert came out of. You remember that movie Fat Albert when they came out of the TV? It better be that kind of fucking TV, because for $30,000, bitch, who the fuck is paying that? And for 50 inches, like, I literally got a 50-inch TV for $500. So what 30K TV are y'all buying? I just think Natalie was exaggerating. Like, please miss me with that. Just like Summer said, it wasn't no fucking $30,000. But I do want to say, the pissing in the sprinter van, and it didn't happen. This is not the first time it's happened. It's very classless. Summer, ew. And yeah, so all of a sudden everyone else shows up, and then Natalie brings it up, and Natalie is upset. She says, this is something we have to pay. Like, y'all are peeing on the sprinter, and they're saying, Summer, it was you. And then Summer does admit that she did pee because they were coming back from the club. The driver refuses to pull over, so she peed in a cup and it overflowed and got on Dolly's feet. Ugh. Dolly, why the fuck didn't you slap the shit out of her? I don't give a fuck, friends or not. When you get pissed on me, near me, we are fighting. I don't care. Piss is nasty. Ew. Ugh. Oh my god. That is not baddie behavior, Summer. That is classless bitch. That is bum bitch behavior, Summer. Ew. And the fact that it's happening more than once, why y'all just now checking her now? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Ew. Ugh. But yeah, so Natalie says, yeah, Summer, whoever gets this invoice, yeah, you gotta pay for it. Does Summer even got $30,000? No. But yeah, and they just quickly move on from that one. I was like, hold up now. We gotta talk about this, because what the fuck? But yeah, they said at the rage room about to have some fun. And Natalie says, you know, they're going to bring in a new girl. Now, they said how last season they had replacements that really didn't get no shine, which that was obviously Natalie and Zeus's fault, because y'all fucking brought replacements, told them that they were going to be on the show, but they weren't going to be living in the house with y'all. So what the fuck was the point of replacements if they're not going to live in the house with y'all? And then y'all didn't bring them to the end of the show when we still didn't really know much about them. All they did was come in and fight. Like, it was only Nunu and Kiva and the other girl. They came in, was fighting y'all, and then that was it. We didn't see them again until the reunion when Kiva was being a pussy and Nunu for honor. But yeah, anyway, so they brought in Nunu. She said that it was 20,000 comments to bring in Nunu. I don't remember that. I don't remember nobody asking for Nunu. I remember people asking for Mel because we wanted Mel on the show so she can whoop Ivory's ass again. But you know how Natalie likes to lie. There wasn't no 20,000 people asking for no fucking Nunu. Please. I ain't got nothing against Nunu, but please don't make it seem like 20,000 people. Did I say $20,000? Sorry, y'all. 20,000 people was asking for this bitch. Nobody was asking for her. So they bring Nunu in. She looks really, really cute. She in her confessional. I really do like her confessional. I didn't like her confessional look last season when she had that fucking braided wig. I hated that shit. Throw in the trash, Nunu. She looked really, really cute. So of course Nunu says, you know, you guys know me from last season and being Antonio Brown baby mama. Nunu, I'm telling you right now, bitch, if you come on this season talking about Antonio Brown, I'm going to read the hell out of you. Like, please stop talking about him. You talk about him at the auditions. You talk about him all last season. Like, we don't give a fuck about no Antonio Brown, bitch. This is not like, this is Chris Brown you're talking about. You're talking about fucking Antonio Brown, who ain't been relevant in years. Please, like, we want to know you. We don't want to know you for your baby daddy because he don't even like you. He was on one of the podcasts trashing the fuck out of you. So that should tell you right there not to stop bringing that nigga up. But yeah, please don't bring up Antonio Brown no more. Please, let this be your last time, Nunu. Nunu come in. You know, she said she's happy to be there. Anna gets up. She throws something at Nunu. And when she tries to square up with Nunu, Biggie gets her big ass up. And then, like, tries to take the fade for Anna, which, Biggie, you should have sat your fat ass down. But, yeah, so Biggie, like, hits Nunu. I don't know if it landed or not. I couldn't really see. Then they back up. All of a sudden, she's able to get free. And Biggie runs up on Nunu. Biggie, why is your fat ass running down with your head like this? And you swim. Biggie, you cannot fight worth a damn. Why is your, like, most time I be telling him, if you're gonna be big, at least use your weight. Biggie doesn't even use that. Like, she runs in with her head down and she, like, Biggie was getting you. And then Anna comes out of nowhere and, like, pulls Nunu's hair. But the little I saw, like, once Nunu found out she was getting jumped, she turned around and got Anna. It looked like she's working to both of y'all next week. Like, how the fuck do y'all jump and y'all both get done up? Biggie, you're lame. Anna, you're lame. Fuck y'all. Okay, yeah, and that's where the episode ends off, which I'm really fucking mad. I really want to see the full fight. I want to see Nunu really do it, Biggie and Anna. And I gotta wait another fucking 7 days. Oh my god. But yeah, y'all, that's this episode. Now that I'm talking about it, the episode was lackluster. Damn. I thought the episode was, I was saying how the episode was good, but now that I'm going through it and how all these bitches pissed me off, the episode wasn't really that good. Damn. Yeah, y'all, we here. Like I said, everybody pissed me off this episode. Like, I didn't like nobody in this episode except for Nunu. And she was only on the screen for like 10 seconds. Oh, God. But yeah, y'all, next week, we starting to see the build-up between Tinka and Akbar. We know they don't like each other, and I wanted to know why. I thought it was because of the Tommy situation, but it started earlier than that. And then we have Summer, like, starting with Diamond. Okay. And, oh yeah, we get the continuation of Nunu, Anna, and Biggie. And then Biggie and Anna going back and forth, like, how y'all two were just jumping, and now y'all jumping a bitch, and now y'all arguing with each other, saying you should have been there for me. Huh? I don't get Biggie and Anna. I don't like that duo. Don't bring them back. If y'all don't bring them back from Baddies Africa. Don't bring them. Please. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for this episode. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thumbs up the video. Drop down in my comment section you guys' thoughts. Again, be nice. If you were rude, I will block your ass. But yes, I'm gonna come to you guys later with my Mean Girls review and my Love and War review. The two episodes from that Love and War and the first 2 episodes of Mean Girls. So keep on lookout for that one. But yeah, that's all I got for this week, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.